Now it's time to press buttons and talk with Manky and ProZD.
Try the handle.
Oh. There's nothing, he wouldn't even give me that.
For security, there's a lock on this display case. Ms. Meal, if I may ask you about this lock.
The one who's in charge of the shop is Ms. Rhoda, so she's got the keys to all the display cases.
I see.
Oh, I bet you want to buy something. Do you want me to go get the key from her?
No, that's all right.
Okay, because I'll do it.
What's the books, or did they not let
This was the first thing I tried to look at, and it was like...
okay.
Yeah, look at the glass.
Okay.
Okay, this whole bit again.
Okay, then yeah, I guess we gotta deduce
It's the only thing I could think of being here.
Is it supposed to be that's where the statue was? Is that what well, that's not a contradiction.
See. Found the crime scene. Culprit must have shattered the display case to take it. Okay.
Try it anyway, I guess.
What else? We don't have anything else that would...
Nothing related to glass and or
we'll see. Eureka. All right.
There is definitely something very unusual about this. I'm hoping you're gonna say it.
Please tell me about it. About what?
If the killer had broken the glass to get at the Mr. Oh, yeah, that's what I was thinking. This.
So we're just pointing out what he already pointed out, I guess?
Well, it's the idea of like, well, anyway, to get the glass to get at the Mr. If I fly bank.
Oh, that makes
that makes so much more sense.
Shit.
There should be shards of glass inside the case itself.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I guess it'd be like that. It'd be like that sometimes.
However, there's not a single piece of glass inside the display case.
Nope. No, there isn't.
Which means that the glass was broken from the inside out. The piggy bank must have fallen over from the turbulence and right through the glass.
Yeah, that's for sure. There's so much glass all over the floor.
I'm willing to bet that this hat was knocked off its head at that time, too.
Eh? That's nice.
Which leads me to believe that the killer took the Mr. I-Fly from here after the turbulence.
That's probably why they made airplanes, because their name is I-Fly. That's cool.
That's pretty cool. Take your power naps on your own time, Ms. Meal, and listen when I'm talking.
What?
But the murder occurred between before the turbulence, which rules this piggy bank out as the murder weapon.
So, you mean the bank's not the real murder weapon? It's a fake?
Yes, at this point, that is a very real possibility.
But then what if when the killer went to take Mr. I-Fly, oh my god, they broke the glass by accident?
The display case is locked, so that's highly unlikely.
Yeah, but there's one person who could have.
Oh, and who would that be?
Ms. Rhoda, of course. I mean, she's the one in charge of this place, so she has the keys to everything.
Ms. Rhoda Tenero, huh?
She's in trouble. We got new logic.
She's in trouble.
She's in trouble. So we got turbulence.
Well, hold on. Yeah, I don't...
In-flight display is hazardous.
Okay, yeah, so it's the suitcase and the turbulence, right?
That makes sense.
It made a huge
so much, it made a huge mess of the
shop.
shop. But this isn't, like, connected to anything necessarily.
Is it... Wait, no one's been in here since then, right?
No.
Then why... Then the suitcase should have been scattered.
Oh, yeah, why did it... Yeah, it shouldn't be back in place. Or something?
Yeah. Yes, there is definitely some... Wake up. There's definitely something... There is definitely some... Wake up. Wrong here.
What's with the sudden yelling?
Tell me, Ms. Meal, don't you think there's something strange about these suitcases?
Oh, well, sure. They totally ooze strange, like the color and the such.
That's not what I'm talking about. Now pay attention.
Ah, you're scaring me, Mr. Edgeworth.
Sorry. Anyway, these suitcases are lined up a bit too prim and proper.
Yeah, they look a bit uptight, don't they? But I guess they take after their creator.
Again, that's not what I meant, Ms. Meal. Don't you find it unusual that these cases are the only things undisturbed by the turbulence? Never mind. I'd sooner than get an answer, or find an answer by inspecting these suitcases myself. Now I can look at them closer.
Now we can go to the suitcases.
Now I can look at them closer.
No, he's
Upon
doing
closer inspection, they really are quite hideous.
Teehee. I wonder how Ms. Rhoda would have reacted if she'd heard what you just said. What's wrong?
She makes a good point. It would be wise of me to watch what I say out loud. What's this? I've spotted something that's not quite right. What is so unusual about this suitcase?
Is these little booties? One of them.
What the heck is
one of
going
them?
on?
Which one do I click? The one with or without?
Probably the one with.
That makes sense. Yeah, I figured. No, okay, without the booties.
Okay, without the booties.
Okay,
I don't know.
wow.
Oh, I guess because that's why it moved.
Yeah, but like that's the.
It's the same thing.
The illustrative concept is on the other one.
Oh, it's not that either.
No, it is.
Or is there? There's something very peculiar about these wheels.
Huh? As in,
there are no stoppers in place on these. Without stoppers, one would think that the turbulence would have sent it flying.
And
so it is very likely that this suitcase was placed here after we hit that turbulence.
holy shit.
Let's take a closer look at it, shall we?
Oh boy, 3D mode.
I'm used to like iPhone
Just open
displays.
Open it.
There we go.
It would appear to be unlocked. Let's take a look at what's inside. Ah, a piece of cloth. And it's soaked with blood.
Ah, it's blood.
It appears that this suitcase is very strongly tied to our murder after all. Investigation complete.
Good job.
And I feel better.
Give you a pause.
My tummy feels better now.
So, explain this to me. What does this suitcase have to do with the murder?
I believe it's pretty safe to say that the killer used this suitcase in some manner. Such as to move something, perhaps?
But aren't you just talking about the cloth then?
That alone is too small. A larger item would be needed to move what I'm thinking of.
Oops.
You know, well, even though he's so small.
The thing I believe the killer used to use this suitcase to transport.
His body.
Oh, that's nasty.
Oh, that's nasty.
Oh, that's nasty.
Take that! Something that would fit inside a suitcase that is also covered in blood. Sounds like a dead body, doesn't it?
Dude's fucked up. Whoever this killer is. But...
In light of this, I'd say that Mr. Hicks was moved into the elevator from someplace else. Which means that the murder was committed in an entirely different location.
So, you're saying that after moving the body into the elevator, the killer brought the suitcase in here and just left it?
Exactly. What is it?
Nothing, just that I was thinking about what Ms. Rhoda said about coming here for something.
Excuse me, Mr. Edgeworth.
Was that an impression of something?
I don't know what that was. It might have been racist. I wanted to give you a bit more time.
I heard that!
Oh shit. But I'm afraid I wasn't able to convince the captain. I'm very sorry, Mr. Edgeworth, but the captain feels that he has allowed you ample time. He says your mortal coil is up. He says that he'd appreciate if you could wrap it up here and return to your seat.
I understand his sentiments. However, if I'm not allowed to complete my investigation, the crime scene may become contaminated by the time we land.
That's not really your...
If I must stop, then I insist I be allowed to oversee the preservation of the two sites. Under your supervision, of course.
If that's your only condition, then I believe we can accommodate your wishes. I'm here to assist you in any way that I can, Mr. Edgeworth. Although I don't know why you wouldn't just remain as a passenger on the flight. It has nothing to do with you, but sounds like fun. We can camp out and watch over everything together. The three friends.
I found proof that the real crime scene was not in the lounge.
Three friends.
And I have enough evidence to prove myself to be innocent of any wrongdoing. So I guess I'm just gonna go back to my seat and watch a movie. Maybe I'll watch, Disney's Bolt.
Bolt.
And yet,
That's the only thing they're
it's the
showing.
only thing they're showing besides that other movie. Regarding what Ms. Meal reminded me about Ms. Tenero, I can't allow my investigation to end here, as much as I want to watch Bolt. The truth must come to light.
Wow, horny for that truth. If a murder happened on an airplane and I was involved, I would not participate in the investigation.
That's why you aren't a prosecutor.
I guess that's true, Miles Edgeworth.
It is true, Alex Mankin.
If you're a... Wow, he knows about me. That's crazy. Broke that fourth wall right to pieces. Oh shit, we landed.
I know that once we had landed, I'm supposed to let the local police take over. And thanks to Ms. Tenero and Ms. Meal, I was able to preserve the crime scene. But I just can't shake it. I wasn't able to talk with Ms. Tenero in private.
Horny for justice.
So I'm left wondering just what was she up to? Why did she do what she did? There must be a way for me to continue my investigation, because I'm horny for justice.
I've been expecting you, Miles Edgeworth.
What was that, Francisca?
I was eating a gumball.
You were eating a gumball. Not chewing one.
No.
I like to swallow my gumballs.
I use my whole mouth when I eat a gumball.
Listen, if I'm going to buy a gumball, I'm going to finish it. I'm going to swallow it.
I crunch it with my hard palate, so it makes a very weird noise when I talk.
Francisca, I thought you were still in Germany.
I am still in Germany. I go where I am.
No, you're not. You can't just say things.
You saw through my rules. You are the smartest man here. I go where I am needed.
You have figured me out.
Well done.
Miles
You have
Edgeworth.
solved
I was
my-
trying to prank you.
The first puzzle. And wherever there are criminals to be caught.
God, you're an idiot. Her name is Francisca von Karma.
She's so pretty.
The daughter of my mentor, Manfred von Karma. She, like myself, is a prosecutor. Are you heading up this case? It would be a bit of a relief if you are.
Don't you try to flatter me, Miles Edgeworth. I'm placing you under arrest. Always wanted to do this.
What?
It's quite frustrating, actually. I had hoped to exact my revenge on you in a different venue. But I'll have to take what I can get. I never thought I'd see the day. When a disciple of the House of Von Karma would become a criminal, have you no shame?
I mean, are we forgetting? Well, okay, wait, it's all been a big misunderstanding. I didn't kill the victim.
A misunderstanding? I heard all about the murder all over the police radio from the captain himself. You waited for the victim on the first floor and then beat him to death.
Francisca, do you honestly believe that I killed the man?
Yeah. Right, that sounds pretty much on par for you. I suppose I should reserve judgment until after I have investigated this for myself.
You didn't even investigate it?
No.
No.
But I will. I can put your arrest on hold until then.
That's as it should be.
Ha! I don't need a lecture on how to perform my duties from you of all people.
Seems like you might.
No, I don't. I'm perfect. To be perfect in every way, the fulfillment of that creed alone is all I strive for.
Well, I have my own creed which I must fulfill. It's horny for justice. So why don't we solve this together?
That's a pretty good one, actually.
Isn't it?
Huh, horny for justice. I have to get going. The crime scene awaits. Don't you dare leave town.
Trust me, I had no intention to.
Yes, you were. You were going to until I said not to. Detective Gumshoe!
Yes, sir.
Send him to prison, please.
No.
Too slow.
Oh, that was pretty. Ow!
Hey, that was pretty fast. That's not fair.
Listen up. I'm leaving you in charge of watching this man. Don't mess up, understand?
Mr. Edgeworth, I'm supposed to guard him?
A simple yes or no, detective.
Yes, sir. Understood, sir. You just leave it to me.
Miles Edgeworth. If you interfere with my investigation, I'll shoot you in the fucking head on the spot. Are we clear?
Sure you will.
I'll do it. Trust
okay,
me.
no, please do.
Okay, don't tempt me because I have a gun in my pocket
Wait,
and
really, where is
I have
it?
it prepared to it's in my pocket.
But I can't show you right now.
I don't want to show you because I don't want to shoot you in the head because
But when I do, you're gonna see
you
it.
haven't done the wrong thing yet, but you're going to. Now then, if you'll excuse me.
Idiot.
Where am I going to find the gun? Shit.
God, now I have to go buy a gun in an airport. That's gonna be very difficult.
Good to see you again, Mr. Edgeworth, sir.
Boy, am I glad to see you're okay. Why'd you kill a man, Mr. Edgeworth?
Thank you, Detective, I didn't.
Okay, that clears that up. I feel a lot better.
I was really worried. I was like,
Okay,
Jesus, why?
that makes a lot more sense. I believe in you, sir. You can lean on me. I'll get you through this.
Lean on me. I have to admit I'm a bit curious as to what Francisca's up to. Does anyone have a gun? Hello? Hello, I need a gun.
I need a gun in this airport.
Oh,
Does
why am I
anyone
being
have
arrested?
one?
This is ridiculous.
I'm not a criminal. Miles Edgeworth is a criminal.
Maybe I should ask the good detective.
No, I'm the wrong person.
He's over there.
I just want a gun.
This is why we don't see Francisca, because she's being arrested. Very well. In that case, I have a few questions for you.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
You just got home and you're gonna grill me right off the...
Maybe next time we'll ask Gumshoe some questions.
Oh boy. I'm nervous.
Oh no.